What's going on, guys? JFC here. The hero pack came out and the market flew after 6 p.m. content today. If you invested in Fodder, it went up on pretty much every single rating, which was pretty awesome. And we also got the market just going up in general. So if you bought pretty much anything before 6 p.m. content today, you did really well, which is pretty awesome. So in this video today, we're going to talk about, is this market going to stay high? We've got some supply coming today. There's quite a few things to think about on the market today that makes me a little bit pessimistic that it's going to stay super high. But obviously, we'll get into all of that in this video today. Hopefully, you guys get something good in your hero packs. We opened some on stream today, and they were actually pretty decent. Like, this SBC came out, and it was super cheap, right? Ended up being way cheaper than I think anybody expected it to be. An 85 rated team, which I think is like 70K if you look on FUTBin right now. Yep, pretty much exactly that, 74.8K. So pretty much everything that we thought might happen happened, and happened more than we expected, except for Fodder rising. It didn't maybe rise as much as maybe it did last time. But in terms of the rest of the market, it just flew. It literally flew today. So after stream, I was like, okay, the market's gonna do really well tonight, I think. So let me buy some cards. So I hopped off. Some of the cards were down. Remember, I said out of pack special cards are gonna be really good today. And Shoelays went down to like 25K. I bought a bunch of them, sold at 30. Zambo and Guiz went down to like 56K, 57K, sold at 64.5. It's actually up a little bit higher now, I think. And then this Brolin, I actually bought at like 190 something K. And the heroes today were the biggest risers. They literally flew. And the reason being because the hero SBC came out and it just was not as expensive as anybody thought it was going to be. So if we go and look at hero prices, every single one flew more than I even expected. I was expecting to see a little bit of panic right after the hero pack, but then very quickly see a rebound. We actually saw the rebound pretty much instantly. And some of these cards went up 100K. Claudio Marquez was literally up 100K from yesterday at this exact time. Brolin was at 180K. I really liked Brolin because Serie A has some hype right now, and he's up about 40K from where he was yesterday. Kuel is up 60K from where he was yesterday. He was at like 240-ish yesterday. I mean, just a crazy rise in some of these hero cards. And another reason that they rose was because the whole market just rose in general. Fodder went up despite literally so many people investing in it. A ton of buying power got added to the market today because basically a bunch of people made coins. Smaller Rec was at like 270 yesterday, below 270. He's up 50K today. Just huge rises on these heroes. Basically, every top end card is up a bunch. I'm talking like any card over about 60K went up a bunch today. And even the in-pack special cards went up today. And the reason for that also was something I did not actually expect for these in-pack specials to go up too much today. The reason they did is because the supply just wasn't quite there. Plus, people didn't have to sell cards to do it because it was very cheap. So you get all of that together, it just became a big mixture of a market rise day. Yeah, even these meta golds, like this gold Virgil van Dijk was like 200K not long ago. He's 230K now. I mean, so you saw a lot of these golds rise. So the reason that I'm not expecting some of this market to stay this way, right, is because we today are going to get UEFA marquee matchups, and it all depends on the packs that get released, but UEFA marquee matchups should, in theory, give a pretty decent amount of supply to the market today. Usually the packs are pretty good in UEFA marquee matchups, so I would not be surprised if we get like a decent pack in there, maybe a prime gold players pack, maybe a rare electrum players pack, some decent stuff that might bring some supply to the market. The gold cards, I think, probably them the most affected, and maybe possibly the rule breakers as well. We should see them get affected a little bit today on the market. So if you have in-packs cards like rule breakers or these gold cards, or even maybe informs too, like Barella maybe, if you're up on them, I don't hate selling them today. I think it's probably a pretty decent idea. I think that the market after 6 p.m. content will actually do pretty decently again tomorrow, because people made a ton of coins off of Fodder today, right? A lot of people made a ton of coins off Fodder, and just a lot of coins in the market in general because everything flew. So I do think it should bounce back, but I think you're probably just avoid as much risk as you can. Probably just, if you're up on the cards that are impacts, I wouldn't hate selling today. And another reason for that kind of too is that this promo coming out is going to be, in my opinion, probably very hyped up. Rule Breakers wasn't a letdown, but it wasn't amazing, right? Nobody really is going to go at the end of the year and say Rule Breakers was their favorite promo, right? People are probably going to forget about it pretty quickly. But this new one, if it's confirmed where like we're getting out of position cards, like people want to see a Kyle Walker goalkeeper kind of card. Like if we're going to get some crazy cool cards like that, obviously we've seen the card design. It looks really nice. This is what the design looks like. Ignore the Harry Maguire out of position card. It's, you know, it's a troll, but the card itself looks amazing. So I would not be shocked if the second we see leaks on the game, it's going to probably cause some panic in the market, maybe a little bit. So I would not be too surprised if that happens on like certain cards. Hard to say which, because certain cards will get affected by that panic more because they'll relate to the card that that gets panicked, if that makes sense. So we'll go over that after that we see some of these leaks. And if they happen on stream, we'll talk about them on stream live. So that also is another reason why I think just selling tonight, if you're up on cards, is not a bad idea. Try not to get too greedy with stuff. We will see this ROM SBC today, probably today at least. We're not 100% sure, but these are the official stats. So obviously Bundesliga fullbacks aren't like that popular in terms of there's not that many of them. So this card could be decent. So keep an eye on maybe like some Leipzig players today. Like I think, you know, who are some of the Leipzig players? Like Timo Werner. He has an inform, obviously, in Nkunku. They could be a decent buy. It's hard. I don't actually know Timo Werner's price. Is he up right now already? I'm assuming Wiener. I'm assuming he's going to be up a little bit, right? 19.75K. Oh, yeah. He's up 2.5K. So maybe not. I would probably not buy this Werner card. But anyway, so yeah, I think these Rule Breakers Team 2 cards, personally, if you have these, and you made profit today on them, they're actually already kind of slightly going down. I can tell on Thiago and Havertz and Ribery and Sissoko. They're slightly going down. So I don't hate selling today. And if you want to buy these cards back, you can buy them at like Thursday after marquee matchups, right? We still have 2 more sets of supply of these cards in terms of like SBC packs. So I think a pretty safe bet, in my opinion, is they're not going to rise up higher than they rose today. Now we're getting closer to Team of the Week time, being out of packs. Now this Team of the Week is very heavily supplied, right? So you got to remember that. And some of these Team of the Weeks are actually up already. Sane's not up, but Vlahovic is up. Neymar's up a little bit. Barella's up a little bit. Joe Gomez is up a little bit. I would have liked these cards more if Joe Gomez was still 48K. If Barella was still 67K, 68K. I'm not sure I love some of these inform investments, but let's check these tomorrow again when the marquee matchups comes out, and we'll see some more of the supply. Possibly they're down a little bit more, which makes it a little bit better of an investment in my opinion. For now, I wouldn't look too hard at these at the moment, just my opinion, of course. Besides like the discard informs, obviously they're, you know, always an investment you can make. If you've not sold all your SBC fodder yet, I personally would like to just take the coins on like my 85s, right? 85s are up a ton from what you probably bought them for. Same goes with like 87s, 86s. If you bought right away, they're up like 4K, 89s are even up. But on Tuesday last week, we got a Team of the Week SBC and it's leaked today. So what that tells me is we're going to see supply on the market from the packs, but we're also going to see some demand from the Team of the Week pack. So I don't think the higher rated fodders going to rise up very like much more, because I don't think they're going to be too necessary within the next like few days. Like 87s, 88s, 89s, that is. But the difference between 84s and 85s is still pretty high. Like 2.7K to 10K, 10.5K is still quite a bit. There might be some room here for these guys to go up even more, but it's a little bit riskier of an investment because obviously these guys are up. We've seen them lower. But if you want to kind of like take a riskier investment today, there's a chance that 84s, if they go down more going into content today, or like right before it, they could go up over the next like few days. But it's more of a riskier investment. It's not super safe. So if you want to take a gamble, you sure can. And also a shout, 83s was the squad requirement for the last Team of the Week SBC. So if you want to club stock 83s, you can, because there is a chance that they rise, right? We're still kind of waiting on that first time 83s actually rise this year, but eventually it's going to happen. So if you club stock your 83s, which most of you probably already don't have to club stock your 83s, but if you want to do that, I'm totally fine with that. 850, 900, it's like risk-free. Why not, right? If they go to 1200, 1300, you're making coins on all the 83s because there's a lot of them. So let's go back on the game here because I want to talk about League SBC trading quick. One of the best times is after these types of packs get released. Usually we're probably going to see 1 or 2 packs in this UEFA marquee matchups that has silvers and bronzes in it. So that's going to in turn bring silvers and bronzes down. Look at Liga and silvers, look at Premier League silvers, look at Serie A silvers, La Liga silvers, etc. Always going to be a decent buy. If you can get them like 400 and under, it's amazing. And especially bronzes. I just buy this because fuck it. Especially like bronzes. I mean, it's just, it's the most risk-free investment in FIFA because they're going to rise when the League SBC comes out. League SBCs come out usually in the second week of November. It's when they came out the last 2 years. So that's actually not that far away to hold on to some of these cards. So do yourself a little club stock. You can even check Fubbin if you want to try and like buy every single player. Just do yourself a club stock on all of these guys because you are going to be extremely thankful you did when the League SBCs come out because you'll make a ton of coins. Last year, I probably made a few 100,000 just off of club stocks and maybe a few in the trade pile. I made like a couple 100K. Consumable trading has been great. Yeah, basically today, if you were trading on the market, you made coins. So it's pretty awesome to have days like that because recently there was a couple days where like nobody made coins. So it's fun to have days like today where people did make coins. So last thing I want to do is show you guys the best snipe I've gotten this year. I got this morning. Yeah, just have a look at this. What? 108K? The best snipe I've had in... Maybe, what? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. Any questions that you guys have, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you're new around here, please click subscribe. We have content every day on the channel. I'll be live streaming today, same time as usual, an hour before content. If you want to support me and become a member of the channel, you'll get first priority to all comments. You'll get special privileges in my live stream chat, and we'll also have some members only live streams. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me every single day on the channel. It means the world to me, and the support I've been getting is unreal. Past 2K subscribers. Cannot thank you guys enough for that. So I'll see you in stream today. Peace.